Welcome back to pentagramprime, everybody. Obviously, I need to load a saved game. I think we're actually going to start up on the surface because I'm realizing that a portion of the problem with this jetpack maneuver has to do with the corrections I'm having to make. Yeah, let's do that. Load this. If I was a better programmer, I'd have a computer flying this thing, but not happening today. Hey, Susa. Yeah, I'm glad to be here too. Glad you don't realize I'm such an inexperienced pilot. Let's see. View. Alright, yeah, we're good to go. Alright, I'm just going to fire this thing from here, and yeah. Who doesn't like flight footage? Gonna get higher and higher. Alright. I'm gonna try not to arc over as much this time as we did last time. It's like playing piano when I'm tapping on these keys to get the pitch that I want. In case those of you don't follow the aerospace news much, I'll let you know that apparently, I just found out the other day that there are 2 Starhoppers being built. One's being built in Boca Chica, Texas, and the other one is being built in at Kennedy Space Center, Florida. Now I knew there were 2 of them being built, but what I didn't know, what blew my mind, is I guess I assumed that the thing that was being built out in Florida was for possibly a slightly different purpose, different type of testing program. Maybe they would do like, I don't know. They're going to be doing supersonic maneuvers on this thing soon. And I figured maybe it was safer to do that over the Atlantic than the Gulf of Mexico. However, excuse me, it now appears there are 2 separate design teams that are each working on a different. Basically, there is an internal competition at SpaceX for this project. Interesting. There is some debate as to whether or not this is a good idea. It can produce usable results, but I guess the difference with this one is that they're actually allowed to share information. And I'm going to shut up for a minute and make sure I don't run out of fuel unnecessarily. What we got here? All right, 22 kilometers, not bad. I think I can work with that. All right, I think. Let's get rid of some of that speed. Right. Keep an eye on the fuel as always. Now I kind of want to burn towards the target. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. How about we just go radially outward again? Alright. Some altitude. Okay, separation 8.2 kilometers. I think that should work. Yeah, see what I mean about efficient maneuvering? I'm going to do a save point, but I think I'm going to go ahead and just jump into the jetpack maneuver without skipping into, breaking up into a different clip, and that if I have to go back and redo it, so be it, but I think we'll be okay. Just have Susa hop out and do what she's got to do. Alright. And we'll go to target, yeah. Alright, and you know what, we're going to go, yep, so we got to get rid of the rest of that velocity. Alright, currently 16. So these different devices down here, what can I say about them in the next 30 seconds? This points you in the opposite direction of velocity, forward direction of velocity, target, anti-target, and I'll talk more about that later. We're really close, but I hope we don't crash into one another. Let's look at the spacecraft itself. Ooh, you know what? I gotta go back to map view. And it's our distance 3. And closing. Wow. All right. All right, I'm gonna slow down. Yeah, now the distance is increasing, so I really do need to slow down. And wait for it. Wait, and boom. All right, 3 kilometers and rising, so a little more burn. All right, should be closing in on that bad boy at 6 meters per. And I think I'm going to get good and close before I even have Susa climb out of this thing. Hang in there. There we go. Alright, I think she's doing some exercises. She knows she's going to be stuck in that can for a while, waiting to get back to Kerbin. So, let's go see if we can find that target. Ah, there it is. Alright, 3.5 and closing in. And a little bit of time compression so we don't have to sit here all day. Alright, we're going to go anti-velocity so we can, let's see. All right. Well, there's no reason for us not to climb on board that spacecraft now. I mean, we haven't even touched Susa's jetpack, and we're there. So feeling pretty good about this. Yeah. So going back to what I was saying about Starhopper, so they're building two prototypes. The teams, I believe, are required to share information with each other. I'm not exactly sure how that works in a competition, but maybe they're going to take different approaches. Maybe that's the idea. Um, what I'm really looking forward to in this is that we've never had a single stage to orbit vehicle. Um, I've never, as I understand it. Um, and that basically means you don't have to, you just have one rocket that just goes up into orbit and comes back. Um, I don't know if it's going to make sense to use it that way, but it has been described by Elon Musk as having the capability of doing that. The upper stage on the Starhopper is supposed to go into orbit on its own. Um, I think most people you talk to would probably say that it makes sense to use a booster just to increase the payload capacity. But I am looking forward to at least seeing somebody accomplish that, because it has been considered to be the holy grail of aerospace. All right, point the target. Oop. Okay. You know what? What am I doing here? All right, I'm going to turn retrograde, and I'm going to just wait for that thing to get closer. In case I didn't say it already, I am absolutely not regarding this as a tutorial for beginners to Kerbal Space Program. I'm pretty much trying to limit it to talking about my own experiences with this particular scenario, but I am kind of running a math channel, so a lot of people here aren't familiar with Kerbal Space Program. Maybe they're watching this just for general information or for entertainment. But if you want to learn how to properly use the navigation ball and the controls, please don't use this video. There's Scott Manley makes a ton of videos that I could never, I mean, that he has mastered the art of, he is the, what is it, the legend of the drunken master when it comes to flying these things. He would probably just say he's buzzed, but yeah, drinks a lot of beer when he's flying these missions. And he's been making videos about this stuff since 2012. So I'm going to hand it off to him. I'm making this video in part because I did not see enough information, in my opinion, about the earlier portions of the specifically the EVA on Duna scenario. So, and like I said, I needed a break from making math videos because I was spending way too much time for the amount of content that I was getting, and I needed to work on a new format, and I'm very much looking forward to doing exactly that. All right, closing in, closing in. And I think 100 meters is going to do it. I'm going to zero out the velocity, and yep, right there. All right. Almost feels like a waste. And we're here, and we got fuel to spare. I think I'm gonna warp. Yeah, we call it the warp zone, whatever. I'm gonna warp time to get us on the sunny side of Duna. And that way, everybody can actually see the ship and what we're doing. Crafts are moving a little bit relative to each other, but not a terrible amount. You know, it just occurred to me it might be in my interest to actually stop this video once once I'm ready to do the EVA, because I have had some issues with saving oversized video files. They don't play well, both with my computer or Google. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait until we get on the sunny side of Duna, and then I'm gonna call it. All right, here we go. All right, stabilize the craft. I'll burn towards the target, and we'll watch the sun come up. Yeah. All right, we are about we're about 100 meters away. We're more or less stable at basically 0 meters per second. Um, I'm happy, Susa's happy, and we're ready to do the EVA. So this is Pentagram Prime signing off to save a file.